Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday to you. September 26th. Quick mic check. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Massalorian will be joining us in just a couple minutes. To say hello. Haven't seen you guys in a few days. I see Pam stopped in for a second. She's watching Pearl tonight at AMC. We're going to go try and see that tomorrow or Wednesday. Grandpa Barney, what's going on? Hallie. Who else? Gloria. Captain Billy. Steven. Massalorian, give me a thumbs up or wave your hands at me in the back room there when you're ready. Weekend Warrior, what's going on? Among Twins, Doobie. Not an AMC video clickbaiter. Christian Princess, what's up? Real Rugged, LA, Can It Be, David, Silencer, Matt R. PA, Jennifer, Propagating Plant Parts, what's going on? Future Blitz, Mega Blitz, what's going on? Is that Mange Q, Chester here? Hulk Hogan, yeah, well, hopefully we'll have a chance to bring out Hulk Hogan t-shirt again sometime soon. Oh, man. Bob, what's going on? Jersey Shore, say hi to Richie for us. Ape Name Roscoe. For those of you who are just joining in for the first time, the evening live streams are a little more lighthearted. We're going to have fun tonight. I hope you guys got your drinks ready. We will answer questions. We might pontificate a little bit and go off on tangents. Might even talk about stuff that is not stock related. It's a little bit of everything. I know there's probably going to be some questions tonight about, I don't know, dilution, Trey Collins. You know, we'll take them all, but we're going to have some fun tonight. So daytime streams are for work. Nighttime streams are for fun. Texas Joe, what's going on? Mary Paul, hola. Arthur Martin, how you doing? Proud Ma, what's up? Barry Electronics, AMC down 14%. I saw that. Ape put up a good fight today in the early part of the day, and then it kind of just kind of trailed off towards the end of the day, didn't it? Dylan says, don't get too smashed by the end of this. You guys got to keep me in check. Scarlett is off tonight, so I'm sure she doesn't want me dragging to the bedroom. 3 sheets to the wind. All right, Massalorian says he's good to go. Let me bring him on board here.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I look dark. Very dark.
You do look dark.
Look sinister. All right. We gotta get some more light in here. Wow, this didn't look like this before. I did lose a light. Of course, this is Massalorian, so something broke this afternoon. All right, can we go back to 2-shot so I can fix this lighting?
Go back Please. To
a 2-shot side by side. Yeah.
Side by side. Got it. Hey,
yeah, so I can...
while you're doing that, Phil, for real, if you are available, I wanted to send you a invite to join in, but I need your Discord. I need you to message me on Discord.
Yeah, get Phil for a link here.
Or Phil, text me on my phone and let me know your Discord name, and I'll send you an invite if you want to jump in, even if it's just for 5 minutes to say hello. We want to have some fun. And Phil always brings the party.
I'm getting lights.
I sent Alex a message to see if she would stop in tonight for a minute. And I think Steven, just another ape, is going to stop in also.
Looks like I'm going to have to... Oh, I know. I got one big ass light here.
Spanish John says you look like a secret agent. Yeah, I finally ended up getting the earpiece for these collab live streams just because there was very rare occasion if we had multiple people on talking, it got to the point where my speakers were giving feedback to the microphone. So
I'm surprised. No, not at all.
Massalorian, you know your still microphone is on?
I know.
Okay.
I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
He's been, guys, he's been busy getting his studio ready. I've been doing some changes here. I posted a photo on YouTube for the members only, and also one in the Discord. I still got a work in progress here. I got some new equipment coming on Thursday. So if it looks like I'm looking up, it's because I moved my monitors up. I've got some more monitors coming in. But that is to help the stream. You know, my biggest complaint during the days is I can't watch enough tickers while I'm trying to also manage the stream and the chat. Trying to do it on 2 monitors is really tough. And there have been plays that we missed because I don't have enough charts open. So hopefully by the end of this week, we'll have all that up and running. I got everything ready over this weekend, except the monitors aren't here yet. And I got a slamming deal on the monitors. If you can believe this, the same ones that I bought a year ago, the 2 27-inchers I have up here, I was able to find them, the 2 left in town, and they're more than half off what I paid for these. So that's cool. Like I don't need the latest and greatest. I just need something functional. And if they match, even better.
Too bright. Too bright. Right?
You look like a psycho killer, but that might work for tonight. No, it's not. It's not. We can work with it. We can work with it.
Okay. Maybe that's not too bright. All right, let me just close the door behind me and we're good. I don't think it's too bright, right? I can see. Yeah, we're not too bright. All right, hang on. Let me just close that door.
Musky Doge, what's going on? Man, I got 2 videos out for you guys today. I'm going to tell you something. Speaking of Trey, I know, you know, his main complaint was the flack that he's getting on his live streams. And it is really hard. Ask Trey, ask Casey Shaw, ask anyone who's live streaming all day when the market is falling. And there are no survivors in a falling market, right? Very few stocks go up in a falling market. It's tough to stream all day. And on top of that, people picking on you, the trolls and the shills, and, you know, the people that just want to break your spirit, which we're fairly impervious to that over here. But, you know, it gets to everybody on certain days. The reason I bring all that up, though, I can kind of relate to Trey today. That first video I put out, which I thought was a fairly, you know, factual coverage of the AMC 8K. All I did was read some sentences from the 8K, tell you guys what it was before someone could make it into something. I heard a video tonight. My other friend in Boston said, guys, it's not even dilution. What the fuck are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, Al? It's not dilution. Numbnuts. Of course it's dilution, you dipshit. Before, I wanted to get ahead of all these clickbaiters and get you the real information. So I read some facts off the 8K and told you what it was. Tried not to really interject a whole lot of opinions. But man, I have never, ever got this many hater, shill, troll comments on one video. Now, I bet there was some GME folks sending people over my way just to, you know, go give Tony Denaro a hard time. Let's run him off too now, boys. Now, you don't run me off, son. Not my first rodeo. Anyways, yeah. But, you know, I'll start blocking people. I don't give a shit. And
were you attacked earlier?
In my comments in my video, I just ignore them on that. But if they come in a live stream, bloop, that's an easy button press for me. I don't give a shit. I'm not here for comments or subscribers. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. So if you're not here to have fun tonight, just prepare to be booted. We're having fun.
Did we discuss what's going on with Trey?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for you to get yourself situated there.
I'm situated. I'm aggravated and situated.
Sergeant Beef says, tell him to go fuck your mother. Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
That's right.
the great thing about not doing this, not doing it for money is I don't give a shit. You got to be a subscriber to comment, but if you say something that is not in the spirit of having fun tonight, you're going to be gone. And I don't care if I lose you as a sub, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to teach people how to have a risk balanced portfolio, avoid clickbait, be unemotional, be cold fucking blooded, and survive to make your next fortune in the next market run up. And we talk about a lot of stocks, not just one. I know everybody likes to pigeonhole me. Oh, he only talks about one stock. Well, then obviously you've never watched the channel. You've never watched a single live stream. I answer hundreds of questions every day about dozens of tickers over and over. So, Mash, you want to tell us about your studio setup? I see you got the camera turned around the other direction there. It's looking good.
Yeah. What is my audio coming? I believe that I saw in the comments somebody put that my audio sounds terrible.
It's a little. Well, I got the earpiece on, so I don't know if it's me. It sounds a little echoey to me.
Okay. Chat, let me know if my neck looks like my audio might be off. Even my mouth moving. I don't know what that would be from. I don't have OBS open, so I don't know. Are you getting the audio bad? Sounds real bad. All right. Shit, echoes. All right, let me figure out what's going on with the audio. Hang on 1 second.
Check your filters.
Yep, I will.
Dion, we'll get into futures and other stuff in a few minutes. Thank you for that. Yes, I saw someone in the Discord asking that why did the futures turn up? I have not. I've been busy, guys, getting that other video out. Who's calling me? Was that Phil?
Check Mike.
That sounds better, Massalorian.
Chat, let me know. Put a 1, chat, if that sounds better, please.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Phil, for real, hang on 1 second. I'm going to shoot you a invite over on Twitter. Phil said, I don't want you to have my Discord name, Tony.
Uh-oh.
He said, I don't want you sending me messages at 2 a.m.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, Phil, incoming.
Nice. Let's get Phil for real in here.
Well, incoming invite. Whether or not he's incoming, I think he will be. We'll find out momentarily. Yeah, that sounds more like the Massalorian voice that I'm used to hearing.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
I saw someone else I wanted to say hi to in the chat real quick. Gia, Gabe, Forever and Ape. Who was? Oh, Big Daddy Smurf. What's going on, buddy? That's who I was looking for. Big Daddy Smurf. Tatiana, good evening. Have we talked about GTII yet? We have not. Mass, have you been following GTII?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, like I said, the last 3 days I've been trying to go around the clock to get this finished. So, just a little bit here and there. I've been listening to what's going on. I knew it made a move this morning.
What's good, people?
Nice.
Mass, you might need to move your. Yeah, there you go.
Mass, what's happening?
What's up, baby boy? Hold on 1 second. Let me get over here. Okay. Now,
Baby
right.
I had to turn off. Sorry. My bad. And Tony, you have to excuse me. I'm not too keen with Discord, so I'm still learning it. So my bad, bro.
Oh, no worries. As long as I got a way to reach you. I'm going to finish off the GTII topic real quick and say that for me, that's someone else's play. I wish you guys all the best. It definitely had a beautiful run up today. If one of these other two gentlemen want to talk about it, I will defer to them. I'm aware of it. Been aware of it for a long time. I am not in it, and so I'm gonna refrain from commenting.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna refrain from the stock because of the person that's pushing it. The main person pushing it, I don't trust. Here.
I just never got into it. I just never cared about it. So that's just where I stand with that.
All right, so we're all in violent agreement.
All in agreement, like, yeah.
I do wish you guys. I wish you guys luck in it, though. I have nothing against it, just not my type of stock, not my type of play. Not this week, anyways.
Same here.
Not this week.
Yep, same here. If anyone made money on retail on it, congrats, bless you. Yep, definitely.
Yep. If you're up, I hope you took some money.
What's
And
up,
if you're staying in, Godspeed, and I hope you get rich.
Mm-hmm. Touche.
Phil, what you been up to, man?
Man, I've been dealing with this shoulder injury over here. I feel like crap.
No.
Yeah, I threw my when I built the playground, it's wood.
That was like a year ago, Phil.
Well, honestly, my pain never went away. Then I woke up one day and it just got worse.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. But man,
remember that one time at soccer camp in 12th grade where I hurt my knee? Yeah, that shit's still bugging me.
Yeah, man. It's still, it's still just never went away, man. But man, I just been, just amazed about these ISDA banks and what they're doing to not even hiding it. Like, hey, black folk, come and get a house from us. And it's like, we read the fine print around here. Young fella here. We'll read the fine print around here, fella. And,
seems like a setup to me.
That's was. And I was, trying to tell everybody, and you got some people that's in the corporate bubble. They're like, come on, just go ahead and do it anyways. You come on, just get it, just do it anyways. And it's like, I don't want to just do something anyways. I read the fine print, bro. I don't want it. I'm good. I'm straight. Mm-hmm. I'm good. Mm-hmm. And plus, I just made him a video uploaded. I was talking about phase 6 and what I'm doing is I'm watching those same specific banks and what they're doing to make money. I'm watching BOA. I see what they're doing, trying to get us in houses. I see Citigroup. I see them, did it really have to? My dog. I see Citigroup. I see them trying to hold concerts. Like, I'm talking big deal, like low key, like I'm talking big name profile people, Mariah Carey to all these big pop groups. I'm in the music, so I see it. But basically, they're holding they held an event last Saturday or Friday, making money from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see crypto going crazy every Sunday, and it's like, oh man, this little rodeo here.
Crypto's been on a roller coaster lately, man.
Yeah.
It cannot pick a direction.
Can't find its way. Yep.
And me, I'm just waiting on the right time to just say, gotcha.
The day is coming, despite me being Debbie Downer, the hander out of facts. Don't ever mistake that for me not being bullish. I just have way less emotion and way more patience than most people. So we all have the same jersey. Some of us just different colors, all the same team.
And it's like, one thing about this play that's taught me is, like I always try to post in my videos, hey man, there's a way to be patient, be productive, you may not like corporate America, but hey, why don't you work with them for a moment, get you some money, so you can get some more attendees, and then by the time this thing pops off, you'll be happy, really happy. Or, figure out something that you like to create. I'm creating you guys' songs right now, to be honest.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Mass, I'm bringing you into it, Bass. I'm so sorry.
Phil, I know I got your email. I haven't responded to you yet, but I seen your email. So just wait till tonight. You're gonna have an answer. Don't worry. I promise.
Okay. I got you.
I just got my new computer Saturday night. I just got this new computer on Saturday night. I set it up yesterday. And the dude, my buddy's son, sat on the brand new keyboard and broke it. I'm not joking. Within
Oh my
5 minutes.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. So I'm not kidding.
And the,
So
and the,
I
and the
finally
good
got working.
thing is, right? Everybody
Yeah.
talks about making predictions, right? I mean, a lot of people talk about it, right? So if everybody's cool with making these predictions, right? You know, and everybody is like, oh, I'm this is a cult. I'm so scared. And it's like, listen, why don't everybody just show some humanity for once? Show something that makes you human. Say, hey, you know, I like going to the movies. Pam the Trader, she goes to the movies.
She's at the movies right now.
She's at the movies right now, right?
Yes,
Yep.
God.
Yep.
So
Yep.
and then she's going to see Avatar on Wednesday. And you know, she's gonna get the mega bag because that's what I got last. I was like, I gotta get me a mega bag, baby. I'm getting a mega bag. Everybody's looking at me like this guy has a huge bag of popcorn. Oh my gosh, why are you walking around with that? I'm like, yup, go and get a mega bag. Yup, go and get a mega bag. Yup, go and get a mega bag. Yum, yum.
I thought about it a couple times this weekend, Phil.
Yeah, like
I went to go see Avatar yesterday, but I was so.
Oh, how was it?
It was good. You know, it's been a while since I've seen it, so obviously I remembered a good portion of the movie, but there were some parts that I had forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest, I saw it in 3D, which was cool in certain aspects of the movie, like when those little seed things are floating around, you know, and they come out, looks like they're right in front of your face when you're 10 rows back,
right,
at the back of the theater. But I'm going to be honest, I would not do 3D again in that movie.
I believe it because I understand what you're saying. Because I'm gonna be honest, like there was a film I saw. I can't remember. I think it was embarrassed to say it. Jurassic World. Okay. I saw this in 3D, and I'm gonna be honest. You can't see 3D. You can't just watch 3D for 2 hours straight. I'm sorry. It just isn't. I mean, maybe me, but I'm sure you probably were feeling the same way.
It wasn't that for me as much as, you know, those 3D glasses are pretty dark lens. And I felt like I missed a lot of the bright, you know, the features of the movie were dulled out by the glasses. And the 3D effects did not compensate enough for the loss in quality of the color and the contrast. So I would not do that again.
You wouldn't be able to understand like the depths of like what type of camera they use in the production. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. You want to be able to see 4K with your eyes in real time, you know.
Yep.
So I totally get that. Totally understand that. I'm excited to see Avatar. A lot of good movies I want to see, of course. You know, I want to see what Black Panther looks like. I want to see. I think you're getting a lot of popcorn out there. And I'm also interested to see Terrifier 2, you know, which is like I mentioned in my live stream. My buddy Art the Clown and the producer, they made this film, you know, and I've made them apes when I became one. So they're actually OG apes. So
very nice.
You definitely want to watch this film, Terrifier 2. It's a horror film coming out October 6th. So check it out. You know, so you know, very, very great group of guys, man. You know, and when I say this film, the reason why this film getting a lot of attention is because there hasn't been a horror film that really like shocks the world. Like you got certain horror like death scenes, like gore. You know, there's a thing. This is a thing, okay? So basically, got certain films like The Human Centipede or Tusk, right? Where I mean, these are graphic films, or like the film called Raw, right? This is the girl eating raw meat. Everybody's scared of Jeffrey Dahmer nowadays, right? So it's like, hey, my name is Jeff. You know, I got why don't you come over? I got Ben and Jerry in a freezer.
Ben and Jerry.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, this film, man, you know, the first Terrifier film shocked everybody because of the way that he, in this film, he murdered this lady. It was incredibly uncomfortable, and I'm hearing great things about this second one. So it's got a major release. It's played overseas. And everybody's excited. You got the horror group named Bloody Disgusting. They're promoting it. They're like, yo, y'all gotta watch this. You know what I'm saying? So when they're excited, I'm excited. That means it's a good thing. And I'm not excited for Halloween Kills though. I mean Halloween Ends. That's just my opinion. But
help me out. Help me out in the chat. We watched this movie. We streamed it a couple weeks ago, where it was a horror movie based on a couple that were going to watch a horror movie, and the horror movie was designed to make people kill each other as soon as they started watching it. Do you guys? Do you know the movie I'm talking about?
No.
It was like a cult film that got canceled by Congress because in the one showing of it, the people in the theater started attacking each other once the movie started. So they destroyed the movie, and Congress put the producer in jail for a long time. Well, then he got out and he had a backup copy of the movie, and he decided to release it at a drive-in theater. And people were protesting, say, don't do it. And all the kids were like, can't be that bad. This is just urban legend.
Wow. I don't know.
Was it American Horror? It might have been American Horror Story.
No, it's not The Ring. It's not The Grudge.
It might have been American Horror Stories, the newest episode. You're right, because we did watch that recently. Which, by the way, the most recent American Horror Stories, the one where each episode is a different story.
Series?
I think it's the latest season that just came out. Probably my favorite of all of them.
Really?
Because you don't have to get tied into all the characters. Each episode is its own story.
Right. Gotcha.
Anyways, that was a hilarious.
I like that.
The guy basically said, the director, they talked to him, the kids found him. He's like, yeah, I put a lot of time into studying how to fuck with people's mind with hidden messages hidden in the film. And it makes them insane. It makes them want to attack each other.
Right. Gotcha.
And people really believe that paranormal activity was real.
Yeah.
But see, when you're a filmmaker, right? And I'm into that type of thing. When you're a filmmaker, you want to make sure you make a completed film with as less money as possible, right?
Right.
You want to profit.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You have to double up your spending just for the advertising and pushing your movie, right? So
exactly.
The cheaper cost in production, unless you're gonna have to, the more you can put towards your advertising for your movie. So yeah, absolutely.
Like Paranormal Activity was like they only spent like $15,000, and most of that was just on the camera. Everything else was like free. When I mean free, I'm talking house, permits to shoot. Actors, props, everything, lighting, everything else they had was like for free, and they spent, the only thing they spent was on like a really, really dope movie camera. So I might want to take that little route. Post more ads when I have some more time.
Absolutely.
I see Steven in the back room. Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, he says he's ready to come in. We're going to add SuperSteven. Welcome, SuperSteven, to the chat.
What's going on?
What's up, SuperSteven?
By the way, MC, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Helping
thank you,
light bills paid.
Appreciate you.
Hello,
brother.
SuperSteven. I don't believe we've met, but my name is Phil. How are you doing today?
We can't hear you. Mic check.
Oh, I was muted.
There you go.
Nice to meet everybody. Phil Massalorian officially on webcast.
What's going on, brother?
Time to crack open a beer now.
So Steven tells me he's got some due diligence. Steven, you might want to mute your YouTube tab if you have it open, because we were getting a little feedback. Steven said he's got some.
You close your YouTube and leave your live stream open. Yeah.
He said he's got some due diligence he wants to go over on I think it was on the AMC 8K. Is that right, Steven?
Something like that.
Why don't we get into that? You guys ready to talk about some dilution?
Wait, I wanted
Do
to
it.
Let's
Phil
go.
got me excited with the horror movies. I wanted to talk about Pearl real quick.
Oh yeah. Tell us about Pearl real
yeah,
quick.
Pearl.
Don't ruin it for anyone because we haven't
No
seen it yet.
spoilers. Pearl's phenomenal, guys. If you haven't seen X, it's a prequel to the movie X. And speaking of what Phil was saying, it's a low-cost budget movie, but it's extremely effective. AMC's been really benefiting from these horror movies that cost less, because Pearl is already in the green, $2 million. And how is Avatar, a 13-year-old movie, already made $30 million? It's impressive.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
So go see Pearl.
And if you haven't seen X, rent X, or watch it. Find out a way to watch it. We had to stream it, but like I said last week, no little kids in the room.
All right.
No, not for that one.
Yeah, it's got a lot of sexuality. You said, right? Sexual content.
Just a little.
I mean, come on. The trailer itself just.
I'm just gonna say
A24 says
plot,
it right there.
The plot is they're filming a porno, so you can just.
Gotcha. Let your mind roam with that, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Watch.
Pam is watching Pearl right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Is she?
How is she listening to Pearl and us?
Top
That
tier
is
due diligence, bro. That's all I can say.
Pam does it all.
What'd you say? Top 10?
Top tier flight, baby. Top tier due diligence. So
Seriously.
that's what's up.
All right, let's take Vika's question here. Says, any idea what is next for AMC and APE? It's taking ages to moon or even go over $100 or even to go over 72 or 50 or 30. I mean, this is one of the topics I know a lot of you guys want to hear from us tonight. So we're going to get into it in as lighthearted a way as we can. I already did a due diligence video on it this morning. So go on the dilution. And I did a second video about why is nothing going up right now. The timing since November sucks if you're in the US stock market, guys. Now, here's the problem as I see it. Every other YouTuber is out there telling you moon tomorrow. The chart says it's going to go down and then just magically shoot up. This is fucking bullshit in a bear market. Could it happen? Yes. Right. But the reality is what I've been saying since late last year is we are not negative beta. When the market goes down, you got to mentally prepare yourself that everything is going to go down. Then you can be a little more zen about what is happening because that is normal.
Yep.
Now, could some hedge fund get tripped up like Melvin Capital did with some bad bets? Absolutely. And I hope they do. But I'm not counting on that day to day, waking up hoping that today's the day that Citadel goes bankrupt. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not making any predictions based off of it. So that's how I get through every day. That's how I get through every week. And that's how I would like you guys to think. The other stuff's great for fun. It's great for hype. It's great for entertainment. But if you're basing your life off of that and your emotions, you're going to, I don't know, become emotional wreck and quit YouTube.
I like to say this is part of the movie, like let's say when our movie gets told, right? This is that part of the movie where you're just gonna have to kill time.
This is Phil. This is the workout sequence.
Right, like you're playing the night the
montage
80s song.
The montage. This is where you get strong.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is that moment,
This
so
is
you
the
got
montage.
it's like a season. It's like Cobra Kai, like
you don't get to the ring to fight the champ without a fucking workout first for a year or something.
Phil, it's kind of like in The Dark Knight when Bane, just broke Batman, and we're just chilling in the basement.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah,
just like that.
We'll come back.
Good analogy.
Yep.
In what film, Steven?
Dark Knight Rises when Batman tries to fight Bane and it doesn't go so well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while since I seen that movie. I need to go watch that one again.
Oh yeah.
So to answer your question, who was that?
What's the next?
Vikas. When is it going to happen? No one knows when. I really, honest to God, wish people would stop saying dates. T+30, T+90, March 3rd, blah, 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 blah. Just fucking stop, because you're pissing people off. All of you, YouTubers, Twitter, all of you, just stop. You don't know anything, and you don't qualify it by saying this is just a guess, or I didn't actually read the regulation. I saw something, a paragraph that said T+30, and it sounded good, and I wanted to rush out a video to you. That's about all they're doing.
I've seen this too many times.
We've seen it over and over and over for a fucking year. We've seen it, and they've never once been right. So I'm sorry, I'm taking the gloves off a little bit. I'm not being as nice as I usually am, because I see people getting burned out and getting emotional. And that was the number one thing that I was worried about from day one, is people getting their hopes built up artificially and leaving the play because they're tired of being disappointed, and they can't understand why everything they've been told isn't happening. It's because you were fucking lied to, guys. That's why. From people who wanted video views. Sorry to say.
It's been one of our biggest problems this whole time. That has been one of our biggest issues we've had to deal with. Is clickbait and dates. I think
that doesn't mean
that
that
biggest weaknesses.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that we're bullish. We just have realistic expectations, which means be patient.
We're not bearish, you mean?
No, we're not bearish. We are bullish.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we're not bullish.
Yep.
We just, my channel is not about clickbait. I could care less. I'll do one video a week, or 3 in a day, depending on how much free time I have. This is not a 10 video a day channel just to get paid. Yeah. I'll let Phil jump in, or Mass, or Steven.
Go for it, guys.
I try to just, like, with my channel, I do a little bit of, hey, every day, let me just, let you guys know something while I'm, probably fixing on my car or something, or how I'm feeling real quick, or if I got time, I'll make some songs and, help everybody feel good in this process, because, this is, for those who actually understood, Moon tomorrow is just not a realistic situation, because we knew that they would fight tooth and nail down to the dirty gray, whatever. Okay. So, you're not fighting against, like, the guy that says, oh, it was only 12 basis points. No, we're fighting against the other's dark side. Okay. Like the unknown, unseen. Okay. So
people with all the inside information, every government official paid off, and fucking supercomputers on top of it.
Yeah, I know. It's like what's that movie called? I forget what it's called.
War Games?
Let's see. I forget. It's like a superhero movie, but it's like with killer kids. Forget
Kick-Ass?
Kick-Ass. There it is.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all in the Kick-Ass group, and then we're getting our ass kicked. But we're all superheroes.
Look. Right now, they're playing the game a little better than we are. That's all you can chalk this up.
They have right now
to
on their side.
They have been able to play the game a little better than
because they got the bear market on their side. This is the unfortunate thing that everyone needs to accept the reality of. It's really tough to shoot a stock up in a bear market unless you get lucky.
Yeah.
So this is just unfortunate timing. I think that the most likely run-up scenario is going to happen when money is flooding back into stocks, not when it's fleeing the market. But that's just me. Call me crazy. So I'm not too happy about the bear market, but what can I do? What's my other option? What's my other choice? All my stocks are down. Anything that I was buying at the end of last year. So, oh well. That's where patience comes in.
Yep.
Let me
I
ask
mean-
you something. How much of you guys can attribute, or do you think that Trey's possibly that his health has anything to do with AMC? Because I think it has something to do with it.
Say the question again.
How many of you guys believe that AMC has something to do with Trey's health, as far as his mental health, his physical health, him being burnt out on AMC, and it not being so much about that he is really concerned about some couple of people in his comments. They're calling him names. I mean, the guy was in the armed forces. Like, I can't imagine that a couple tweets or a couple comments
Really?
are going
Really?
to drive him. What?
You
Come
got a
on,
fucking
man.
Marine. You got a fucking Marine up there in Boston that's too scared to turn on comments because of his feelings.
It just sounds.
Oh,
it
Tony's
just-
real tonight. I love
I
it.
know.
Yep.
I know.
Yep. I
That
mean,
are-
let's just.
Come
I mean,
on.
because I'm sorry.
Come on, you crybabies. I was in the Air Force and I got comments on. You gonna let a fucking airman get away with that shit?
I know.
Fucking Marines turning off the comments. The fuck?
Bad. It's bad.
Sorry.
No, that's
No,
real
just-
though. No, I'm just being real. Like, you know, I think. I mean, just maybe me, maybe my mind and how I think. You know, I think honestly, possibly Trey fell victim to like bots, and it just sometimes these bots they get real smart. They start saying certain things, worded a certain way. You know, I was like and I know a lot of people may not like to talk about the psychological process of this play, but if you may know, me and Frankie Muhammad talk about this a lot. I always reference, because I'm a gamer, I always reference Metal Gear Solid. Okay, we had to battle Psycho Mantis. Okay, what does Psycho Mantis do? Psycho Mantis makes you question everything you think you know, but oh my goodness, I'm sorry, but Psycho Mantis makes you question everything you think you know. You might know the right answer. You might have the answer. But under Psycho Mantis, you never really had that answer. Now, did you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I
it's
think with
kind of like
Trey,
he's falling into that because he's on there all day, right? So
Yeah,
he's
there you
seeing the comments, he's watching it, he's reading it, and sometimes these are not real people. Some of the people are not real. Let's be honest. I'm being honest, but if they are, then hey, it sucks he's being, harassed and stuff like that. But I think he probably should reach out and probably jump and do collaborations and, or maybe just take a step back and just chill. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say straight up. I already reached out to Trey. I sympathize with him. I don't disagree with what he's doing. Not at all. If he needs a break, take a break, bro.
Yeah. I take breaks. I take one video here. All right. Damn, I haven't seen Phil in like 3 days. Oh, hey, what's up? Did the shorts cover? Not yet. Duh. That's what I'm saying.
Massalorian, to your question a few minutes ago, though, Massalorian, like why, what got to him? I don't know. I'd just be guessing, so I'm not gonna guess. But like I said earlier, there's two reasons I didn't go on a lot last week. Number one, I'm not doing a lot of trading in a bear market, in a bear week. And number two, what value add can you really do on a week where the market's bleeding out, being live for 7 hours, other than listen to people complain nonstop? On top of that, the trolls and the people trying to break you.
right?
And let's make no mistake, they are out there. So
Yep.
Trey's, he's not a trained psychologist. He's not trained to cope with all of that. That's a lot of mental draining energy coming at you for 7 hours. I feel for him.
I think he's burned out, Tony, to be honest. I mean, he's been covering this day in and day out since 2020. And I appreciate the awareness he's brought to the play. It's invaluable. I appreciate Trey, and I think he needs a break, a healthy break from it. And, I want to see him create content later. I know he said he didn't want to, but if whatever he chooses, I support, but we all need that. That's why I only go live once a week, like what Phil says. I'm kind of like that, because this is draining. The market is draining. It's how you handle it over the long term. It's not one short play, you know, and I think we're all learning that together.
And another thing is like when you're dealing with what I've learned from, you know, like I said, my background is music and engineering. What I've learned from this play, if you will, man, every day the emotions are up, down, and let down, and excitement, and and this, and oh man, your emotions is like bouncing ping pong everywhere. So it's like this is one of the reasons why I say, hey, find something that you are good at, create, and wait. You know, like if gaming is your thing, game, man. Hey, you're an ape. Let us see you play some games or something. Let us see you review some movies. Let us see you going to the movies. Let's see you working on those fundamentals, huh? You know, so like, you know, I try to be a little optimistic, you know, with this entire situation, you know, just understanding that, hey, man, you know, you're going to fight the witch in the castle, man. You're going to fight the witch in the castle, and if you don't have all your spells, just know you just gotta wait until the witch isn't looking. Okay, so I don't know, bro. that's my thoughts on that.
I want to give a couple other shout outs. I saw Pantheon in the chat earlier.
What's up, Pantheon?
Javi the
Pantheon?
Great, Diaz,
What's up,
Pam,
everybody?
thank you to all the mods, and Jeffrey Roche, I see you. I'm using
What's
my
up?
avatar.
What's up?
I see you. My avatar language.
Dana,
G.
I gotta
Lambo.
give a shout out, Dana. Love you, Dana. Dana Young, thank you.
Devil Inside says the real thing is a lot of pressure from the community. Yes, I can tell you that for a fact. Like my YouTube is usually pretty, you know, people are pretty cool on YouTube. Twitter, good Lord, it's like a freaking cesspool over there. If you have a different opinion from the groupthink, God help you.
Tony, you said it was the 8K video that got the negative response. The 8K, the one you just did.
Yeah, the very fair and factual coverage. Reading the document said, "How can you sound so excited about this?" Is like, dude, I read the fucking document.
You guys want to know something crazy? I read the document today, and they mentioned in that document the phrase "short squeeze" 10 times. I've read a lot of financial statements, and I've never seen the word short squeeze in a document 10 times. It's almost like they're just trying to tell you it's going to happen, you know?
Can I just, before you give us the rundown on that, you just reminded me of something. I'm going to forget it, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just interject that if you happen to catch a video from some dude in Boston talking about over allocation, or maybe it was a tweet from someone else. Anyways, the over allocation phrase pretty much is in every freaking prospectus that I've ever read ever in the history of ever. So why anyone on Twitter or YouTube is getting excited about, clearly what they mean by over allocation is covering naked shorts. No, you dumbass. How about you actually read other prospectuses and understand that over allocation means that if there's high demand in the IPO, if it was an IPO, we see this all the time. The market maker has an option to issue another 15% of shares. You guys, Steven, you've seen that language, I'm sure. Massalorian?
It's boilerplate, right? That's what
yes.
I call it. Yeah.
So I just want to say right now, because I'm gonna fucking come on down you like a ton of rocks if you don't stop this nonsense on Twitter, getting people riled up and hyped up over bullshit out of your own, and I don't mean this in a mean way, ignorance, your lack of knowledge. Look something up before you tweet about it, or you will face the wrath of Tony Denaro.
Yeah, or just.
But I say that in a loving way. I say it in a loving way because I care about everybody else, and I don't care about clickbaiters. I care about people being misled that don't know any better.
Yeah.
Steven,
the whole article.
Tell us about short squeeze in the document, though. Let's jump from that. Yeah. Let's jump from that right into the hopium pool. Go.
Oh, the opium pool.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I start? Okay, so I was talking to KC. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I was saying I feel like Ape's gonna run when Adam Aaron starts giving his guidance on Ape. He's got to start talking about it because we all know what he plans to do with it. And now he's kind of opened the box with the 8K. And the first time he did this was in January of 21 when he did the at the market share offering. He just put it out there. You know, he kind of teases it. But he didn't actually go through with the at the market offering until June 1st. So there was 6 months of time that went by, right? So I'm thinking in my head, you know, he just put it out. And this is a little speculation, tinfoil hat on. He just put it out today. And who knows when he's going to go through with it. But if he went through with it like the same timeline that he went through with it last time, that puts us right about February 2nd. Now, I know we talked about dates, but I'm tinfoil hat, right?
Hang on. I'm going to pour a drink for this.
Yeah, pour a drink.
This sounds like it's going to get good.
So earnings of 2021 quarter 4 was in March. So it's most likely going to be the same March for 2022. And I asked you earlier, Tony, are we better in Q4 or Q1?
Q4.
Because I was hoping it was Q4 because I feel like what Adam Aaron's doing is he's waiting for all these huge movies to come through, like Avatar, Shazam, Black Adam, Halloween Ends, all these great movies. He's going to pile in that revenue. So then when he goes to announce the share offering, it's a double whammy. He gets both. He gets he tells all the institutional investors what they want to hear. But then on top of it, he's going to have all the numbers to back it. And it'll be 2 weeks before earnings, roughly, give or take. So my speculation is I feel like when Avatar pulls in all that revenue, we're going to see a lot of excitement in the stock again. Avatar 1 did $3 billion. And I feel like Avatar 2 could do around 5 or so, 4 or 5. So I'm really excited for that.
So Moas soon?
I hope so. Yeah, I really do.
I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you.
Like, if I could ask any of you guys, like, whenever a CEO puts out guidance on any kind of share offering, if you've ever seen that before, how long does it usually take before they actually follow through? Because he has no obligation to follow through as of right now.
Yeah, so I touched on that briefly in my video this morning. Now, it does say, and I knew I was going to get called out on it in the comments, and sure enough, I did. It does say from time to time, they can sell it at the price and the time of their choosing. And that is a fact. So I'm in no way in my video saying this morning that he's going to dump 425 million shares this week. Although he could. I hope he doesn't, but I mean, that time to time is pretty open-ended, right?
That would be pretty fucking stupid if he did that.
Yeah.
It would be, but just to keep it real, oh, Debbie Downer. Just to keep it real, most of the time when they do the fucking documents, remember we went through this with Ryan Cohen, everybody's trying to say, no, that document doesn't mean that he's going to do it.
Right.
Generally, guys, when the document comes out, that means they're about to do it or they did it. So I have no idea. I can't tell you. We won't know until we know. But I'm just prepared. Be prepared for anything is what I'm saying. Don't trick yourself. Just accept the reality of it. It could be tomorrow or it could be 6 months from now. And you're not in control. So who fucking cares?
So can we count that as
did the shorts cover?
Bullish?
No.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Thank you.
But I will say, I mean, an at the market offering scares. I mean, if you're on the short end, you got to think like at any moment, this guy can just raise a ton of money. Like that's extremely scary as a short seller, let alone
absolutely. It's gotta be.
Golden tickets.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's conjuring up the tension, by putting out that document today. It completely changes the whole landscape of where we're at. I feel like.
Yeah, because now we've gone from the speculation of him being able to drop shares to raise capital to pay off debt to reassessing this debt, being able to maybe get rid of some of it at a discount with this money. And now they really got to be on their toes, saying, "All right, well, when is he going to do this?" Because this news could cause some FOMO and could cause people to buy back in again, and maybe that's what we need to trip this thing.
What if? Let's just what if a couple things. Let's what do they
Let's
call
talk
it?
about what
Where
we
you're-
talked about earlier. Let's speculate.
Yeah.
Let's speculate.
We got this rumor. I mean, this Bloomberg Law article about AMC talking about refinancing debt. That's completely separate
From
than
this.
issuing APE. Refinancing 500 million in debt that is in foreign denominations. We got that in play. We got Adam Aaron over in London. Maybe, I'm just guessing right now, maybe talking to Citigroup. He was in the UK anyways last week.
Yep.
Or maybe he was talking to someone over there about these foreign bonds. I don't know, right? But there's possibilities that keep me interested. Like what else could be going on? I mean, this could be a multi-pronged check fucking mate play. And that we got on top of that, he needs cash for something. We didn't think that he needed it till middle of next year. So why would he need it now?
You know what's also strange is lately we've been seeing tweets from Pixar on Checkmate. I don't know if you guys saw that. And Disney's been unusually nice to Adam Aaron when they don't have to be. So they're putting all these Disney movies in theaters like Cars and old Disney movies for no reason. There's no contract that's been driven up, yet they're all of a sudden like friends again. There's a lot of moving parts here.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, I'm not going to go, punch a wall and kick my dog because Adam Aaron announced dilution. Am I happy about it? No, I said very clearly for the last 2 months, if he announces dilution at a low share price, I'm not going to be happy, but I also don't know what else he has in play. So what can I do except wait for more communication? And hallelujah, God bless us that we have a CEO who doesn't go in fucking hiding and has conference calls with investors that last more than 90 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's constantly in communication, tweeting with them. Yeah.
That's what I've been saying. Super cake, man. Ugh, love it.
He's just telling you guys what you want to hear. He's just stringing you along. Well, where's yours, bro?
Yeah.
Where's yours?
I know.
Yep. Nailed it.
I know.
Yep. It's
Time will tell. Time will tell.
I love when he's like, okay, how could I tweet what I want without saying F the guy that's walking around talking about me? Let's see. Let me figure this out. Okay, let me. It's not dilution. It's not dilution. Hashtag. He says it like. I mean, he that's what he does. So I don't know, man. People. They go by what they see, or they make up their own determination on what they want on this situation. Like I've said since I've started making YouTube videos, man. The shorts. If they didn't cover, what are we talking about? This is patience. This is just letting these banks. I'm watching banks right now. I'm watching ISDA banks specifically. I'm just watching them just dance and hey, black people. Here go a house. Yep, I'm watching them dance, baby. Yeah, go ahead and keep dancing. Because
did you watch?
Cover, baby.
Did you watch any of the testimony on Capitol Hill this week between the bankers and the finance committee?
I watched that ridiculous clip.
I saw a guy was like, "Hey, yeah, my daughter, she works or whatever. Yeah. Oh wait, it was the guy that's like, yeah, her father works for us. The bank guy. He's like, yeah.
And now we're sending the daughter over from my congressman. Yeah, I know.
It's like it was like they were playing The Big Short on TV.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, literally. These guys are just straight up idiots.
I'm like,
why would you say that on live TV?
They're coming right out into the open and saying it. It's unbelievable.
They're laughing at us. They don't even fucking care. And not one banker on that committee was scared about anything.
Nope. They laughed at Rashida Tlaib when she said, are you going to give out more contracts to gas and oil companies? And Jamie Dimon laughed and said, yeah, of course we are. What are you, nuts?
That right there, my friends, is why, as much as it pains me to say it, I want you to not count on any government agency or any regulation. I never got in this play because of the SEC or any regulation ever. And I still don't fucking care about any of them. If they happen to help, great.
If not,
But
so be it.
if these guys, everything is, the ones who have the money make the rules, and we don't have the money. So screw all those guys. Eventually, when you're fucking with the system, you get caught. Someone is going to trip up, just like Melvin Capital did. And we're going to be there waiting if you're patient enough for it to happen. Now, clearly, if the company fucks up or, 23 comes out and nobody goes to the movies, I might change my mind. But right now, this is just a waiting game. What,
Tony, you see the lineup for 2023 movies?
Yes, it looks phenomenal.
It's crazy. I expect AMC
I don't
to
know.
return.
Can you tell me?
Oh, well, I don't want to go through it all right now, but I expect. See, the issue with 2022 was that Hollywood didn't put out as much movies as we're used to pre-pandemic levels. So 2023 is going to be the first year where we're actually going to get the right amount of movies.
Yeah.
So
it's
I'm
been
really
a problem.
excited. It's a big problem. We leaned too much on the big hits in 2022. So now with the next one, we're going to have a lot more to spread out that revenue.
And that's not AMC's fault. That is Hollywood, like not wanting to put money in something where they didn't know if they could get a return. So I get it. I get it. But we pay part of the penalty for that.
But a lot of filmmakers, still were creating in the midst of pandemic. I know this film, it's a horror movie, of course. Sorry, it's me. They literally had a Zoom call, and I don't know. You probably know the film I'm talking about, SuperSteven. But they were in the Zoom. Everybody's in the Zoom call, and then like different things is happening to them in the Zoom call. But it isn't
a horror movie.
It was a horror movie, and it was done with almost $10.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Made a lot of. Hold on.
That movie was extremely scary. Let me
and all of them were like actual cinematographers. All of them in the industry of film. So it was great to see them do that. But basically, they did that film for almost nothing. And the problem with Hollywood is that they have all this money, but they don't have real concept, to execute. Okay. You got an idea, like, okay, think of it like this, right? I'm a gamer. I'm a true gamer. I love Uncharted, okay? Nathan Drake, yes, I'm still talking about this years later. Yes, I know. But Hollywood saw that a lot of people gravitated to this game, just like they're watching everyone gravitate towards the Last of Us game, right? So Sony, unfortunately, they got the money to make the movie, but they didn't have the style that was there. Okay, there was a short film that was created for Uncharted, and it nailed everything. They even had Nathan Fillion in it. They had the guy from Don't Breathe in it. That guy was in it. It matched every character from the video game, and they matched everything. So this got fans excited. They were ready to go to the movies, spend money. I'm talking Avatar money, man. Okay, Uncharted is real deal Holyfield. But the problem is, they got to get Spider-Man.
Is it Host?
I'm sorry?
Host. The movie Host?
Yes. There it is.
That movie's terrifying.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? That movie is actually considered the #1 scariest movie of all time in reference to heartbeat. There was a study that came out of New Zealand where they hooked people up and they put a heartbeat thing on them. And that movie raised the beats higher than any other movie. Host. Wow. That came out during the pandemic. I'm a movie guy.
Yeah, man. I thought Hereditary did that for me. It kind of, I loved Hereditary, I still love it to this day. I thought it was a great concept. Hollywood needs more of those types of horror concepts, which is why you see a lot of good praise with X and Pro right now. I think, like I was saying earlier, I think Terrifier 2 is going to probably be on the list and knock off Michael Myers Sorry, Michael, you're gonna get retired this year, and here comes Art the Clown. Okay, just my opinion, but it's yeah, man, this is gonna be some great things. So Steven Siebert, he has a question. What are the predictions on the low? How low do you think this will go? I mean, are you rhyming, or I mean, I make beats and stuff.
He's taking your job, Phil.
So I was just pulling up the chart, guys. On May 10th, split adjusted price. The low on the candle was $6.15 for AMC, $5.96 on the wick. So we're $1 away from there. Now, I kind of combine the two stocks in my brain when I'm thinking about it, but if I'm just looking at AMC, I'm going to be a buyer again at the $6 range. I've been buying an APE since 822. I just bought some last week at $3.45. I see today it closed at $3.37. So my next buy-in on APE will be in the $3 range. But if AMC were to drop to $6, I'd definitely be a buyer in that price range. And I have calls for December, if I'm not mistaken, on AMC also. So that's where I'm at. But all that being said, that is my trades, not financial advice. And everything, in my opinion, in my world, is dependent on the market. Unless there's some surprise announcement coming out, unless we get a company specific catalyst, the market is going to decide the direction of all stocks in the coming weeks and months. So you got to play everything with caution right now.
You want to talk about that for a minute? About the market next couple of weeks or months?
Go ahead.
I was just watching Bloomberg right before we came on, and they were talking earlier today. A couple of the experts that were on mainstream media, but there was Bloomberg's channel, and they were just talking about the next couple of months, and most of them agree that there is going to be some type of bull run before the November elections. And, I can't promise that, but would I be surprised if that happens? No, not at all. It's a very good chance that we'll see a little more pain, and then you will see the same thing we saw just a few weeks ago, that 5-6 week run that we had. And these are cheap prices right now. We know where this stock price can go. So, I just bought APE last week at four whatever it was. Picked it up there, and I bought that because I know I can make money on it. No matter.
There could also, depending on the election outcome, there could be a bull run after the election too, especially if people sense inaction. They can't fuck it up any worse. If we split the House and the Senate.
Right. Very good. Very good point too.
Right now, they're freaking killing us. Sorry, not political statement. I'm just saying the printing of money, the printing of inflation reduction bills that are nothing but printing money. This is killing this whole stop the inflation thing.
I want to show you guys something. So this is the front page of the local paper here. This is from Thursday. And on Thursday here locally, they were talking about how on Friday there was going to be a vote, and the vote was going to be whether or not the council was going to allow the electricity companies and the gas companies to raise the prices by 57%. And protesters showed up, stormed the city council meeting, and the city council meeting still went with the rate hike with the electric companies. So
I'm crazy. Tired of people saying they're for the people, and then they do the opposite for the people.
These people are elected to, if people are storming the building with signs saying they don't want this to happen, where does the city council get the idea that, yes, we should get the rate hike going? Oh, boy. And, that's going to put everyone tight.
Anyone want to talk about gold with 24 the money? Steven,
talk about gold.
We're not ready for gold yet.
We're gonna make some people upset, Steven.
Yeah. I haven't done the full DD on gold, but at some point we have to talk about gold.
Yeah, I'm going to repeat what I've been saying for a year. When it comes back down to a 5-year low, I'll be a buyer. Until then, this is just retail hype. Sorry, my opinion. And again, if shit hits the fan and you want to, have gold for safety, that's cool and all, but I've got guns and ammo, so I'll come take your gold. I like, if I was going to buy gold, and I have in the past, decades past, before the Great Depression, we would go out in the backyard and mine it. we'd be panning the creeks,
Right?
The cricks.
Yeah, the creeks. I mean,
Cricks down south.
But if I was buying gold right now, I certainly wouldn't be buying it at all-time highs. I'm waiting for 1,300, 1,200, 5-year low, whatever it is. I don't have the chart up right now.
I believe it's falling in value right now, Tony.
Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda. We'll talk about it later, though.
Okay.
Uganda,
Research.
and remember, if the price of gold and silver starts to skyrocket, then people are going to start to want to buy. And if that happens, then guess what comes out of the market? Capital, money, retail. They start to put their money into precious metals because they see it rising and thinking, oh, this is how we beat inflation. And the money comes out of the market. So they have to regulate gold and silver right now to make sure it doesn't spike to where people are like, damn, I have to get in, or fear of missing out.
You guys see how cheap it is to go to Europe right now?
Ridiculous.
Have you seen the
It's
euro?
almost not bad.
The euro is almost $1 prices right now.
Yep.
It's insane.
Let's plan New Year's.
I went
on
to my local exchange to cop some of those for the low. Like when it was underneath 99 cents, I went and copped some. I sure did.
Let's plan New Year's in Monaco or something. Fuck it, man. It's so cheap. I was pricing plane tickets to Nashville, and it was cheaper to go overseas than to fly from Texas to Nashville. What the hell?
Unreal.
And I believe the yen in Japan hit a 25-year low also.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
They're hurting over there. Yeah. So U.S. currency is just extremely strong.
Right now, yes.
Right now, yeah.
Hang on to your seatbelts.
Yeah.
Hang on to your seatbelts. Right now, yes. As soon as the petrodollar no longer needs to be the one way to exchange for commodities across the planet, the dollar no longer is going to be as strong. I just don't know when that's going to happen.
Ellie says it will be freezing in Europe. Okay, Ellie, let's go to Puerto Rico then. I know some islands we can go hang out at. It's always sunny in Puerto Rico in December.
Yeah, it will be freezing in Europe, and no one's going to have heat because there's no gas.
Yeah, fuck that. All right, Puerto Rico it is. Puerto Rico, Boricuas.
Mass, are you big into precious metals and gold and all that?
So last year when silver came down to about $19 an ounce, I want to say that was the middle of summer last year. It was real low when the market really took off. Silver came down to about 19. I bought a bunch of it, actual silver.
Nice.
I bought British pounds. I bought yens. I bought maple leafs and double eagles.
Wow.
Yeah. And just stuck them in my safe. Just for emergency. That's all. If I need bail money. No, I'm just kidding. No, just for an emergency. You never know. I did the same thing Tony does. I have bullets and I have silver in my safe. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Do you know about what? All right, Tony, I'm gonna tell him. Do you know what's going on in Uganda?
Yeah, the 12 trillion.
Here he goes. All right, spill the beans.
Okay, so look, I haven't done the full DD on it, but one of my buddies who's into precious metals, he was saying that. So Phil, I don't know if you know this, but Uganda, they I don't know how they found it, but they have $12 trillion worth of gold in certain areas, and they haven't mined it. They don't have the resources to get it out, so they're just taking investors' money from. They have a Chinese investor to build like a factory to do it all. Right. And my buddy, he's into Forex, and he was telling me if they're able, this is a speculation, if you're able to get this 12 trillion or a good majority of it out, then it's going to mess with the supply and demand of gold. and it's going to inflate the supply, theoretically, the price of gold per ounce would drop.
Big time.
Now, maybe I can talk to someone like Mass who actually knows what's going on, because I need to talk to someone with gold, because if that could happen, I mean, that could. There's a ticker symbol in the market called DUST. Ticker symbol DUST. It's the inverse of gold. So DUST, right. if you look it up right now on Webull, it's up 15%. I don't know what happened, but yeah,
I think well, there's a couple things, right? And even I was thinking about this with Highcroft the other day, how they were saying about pulling some of the gold out from the 6 holes that they dug. You know, there's a lot of different things that have to go into that, as far as like, what is the quality of the gold? There's only so much of it that's actually can be molten down. It can be used for jewelry or for coinage and stuff like that. Then you have to, you know, how much a percentage is it per square centimeter, or there's all kinds of different data points you have to look at when it comes to that. Now, the Uganda thing, I guess that's estimates off the same thing, right? They were drilled off core samples, and they said, okay, if we estimate out, we think there'll be about 12 trillion based off what we've done so far. So it's not guaranteed that they have that there. It also could be a scare tactic and propaganda to bring the price of gold down right now, when we have a real shit market. It also could be that. So I never trust the mainstream media until I get to Uganda and see something. I'm reserving my comments.
Steven, was it you or Massalorian that I was having this conversation with about where are the actual reports? Okay, they did a flyover. Yes. They did a flyover. They did electromagnetic sampling from an airplane. I mean, where's the reports?
Supposedly it's very hard to come up with reliable information. I believe it's being hidden by the president of Uganda. He knows majority of it, and it all kind of loops into. They're trying to control it and only accepting certain investors, and there's a lot. But
I'm just taking it all with a grain of salt. I mean, yeah. I hope Highcroft gets out their report before Uganda does. Let's put it that way.
Highcroft. Yeah, we need them to do it.
And sorry, 6 core samples is not enough to get me excited. You're gonna have to show me another 104. And I own Highcroft, and I just bought back in at 68 cents on, what did I say on the Discord today? November 20th. Someone asked me.
So real quick,
September 20th. Huh?
Let me just interject real quick, because Panther just said that in the 6 holes that they dug, they found high quality silver.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. I'm excited. I bought back in, and I'm going to buy more if it drops more. And if it hangs out here, I'll buy more. For me, Highcroft is a long-term play. So that's the only thing I want to convey from my perspective is what I'm buying right now is either for retail run-ups based on pump news like last week, or real news. Real news, I will know it's real news when the institutional gold investors run that fucker up on a press release to $2, $3, $4, $5, $10. Yep. That's when it's real news in my book. Yep. So
I don't blame you.
I'm not negative on Highcroft. Don't get me wrong. The price of Highcroft affects AMC. I want them to succeed, but I'm still going to be a realist about it. Sufyan in the house. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Sufyan?
What's happening,
I
man?
see Clark in the house. A lot of people.
Damn Rick, right, Dr. Zeno, Tammy in the house. C-Win.
So, what do you guys think about? This is real, by the way. What do you guys think about Mr. Meet Kevin and Vlad Tenev having a conversation about the overall market?
Yeah, hold that for 1 second. Hold that for 1 second. Eugene, just to clarify, I own Highcroft. It will run based on retail run up like a week ago or real news, and I will be there for it. I didn't say it won't run. I said be patient. All right, carry on. Vlad Tenev and who?
Meet Kevin.
Yeah, that guy.
Tell me, what did I miss?
You didn't miss anything. I saw a little bit of it, and I just thought it was just strange. I'm like, this this guy made it a big deal to let everyone know he sold APE because they're going to be able to do everything, and then you run to the guy that pulled the buy button. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah.
It's just
Well,
strange to me to see that, you know.
What did he do with Vlad Tenev? Is what did I
They were
miss?
just having a conversation, or I like I said, I didn't
Oh,
see
an
the whole
interview
thing.
on his
It's-
channel.
Yes, it's on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
watch.
So,
I don't watch Clickbaiters, so I missed that interview.
I don't watch either. I just happen to see everybody on Twitter go ham over it, and I'm just like, okay, everybody's still talking about it. So I'm like, what are your guys' thoughts on?
I did see the. I saw the thumbnail, and I was like, no, don't click it. That is Vlad and Kevin. You like them. This could be good. No, don't do it, Tony. I didn't do it. I
Man.
didn't do it. I promise. One day I
man.
might. But
Good man. But yeah,
There's a lot to unpack there, Phil. I mean, Vlad Tenev,
Yeah.
I mean, the guy literally timed the tippy tip top of Robinhood when it was at $85 a share. Like that's
Yep.
already a red flag,
Yep.
you know. He pretty much
Yep.
sold out on his own company after doing what he did in the GME saga, right? Now,
Yep.
meet Kevin. He's kind of strange, you know. I mean, very popular, fluent and YouTuber, and he said nothing about AMC, but then he was all of a sudden super passionate about it overnight. I don't know how that works, right? All of a sudden he cared about APE and how it was a scam and all this stuff, that all this false information he put out there. And it would have made more sense if he was an AMC investor and maybe went bear or something, but it was almost like he did a 180. He had no opinion, and then all of a sudden it was a hard and fast opinion. And that's suspicious for me. I'm not going to say any allegations.
very suspicious.
Yeah, I'll let you guys take it from there.
No, you know, just keep it real. We know the types. I ain't got to say too much. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
I already did my response to meet Kevin, and he didn't answer me. So I don't got nothing else to say. I still stand on what I said.
I just
Time will tell if I'm right. So far, I've not been right. I was a little bit right for a few minutes this morning, saying that when APE dilution is announced, AMC is going to go down. You're not going to avoid dilution of APE by buying AMC, selling all your APE and moving it to AMC. You saw that this morning, right? APE actually went up as AMC was crashing because, but
Yep.
hey, same company, same financial statements. One is going to affect the other. I don't care who says what. You're not
They are
going to
connected.
avoid it. You're not going to
Yeah.
avoid it. So you may as well just avoid the tax consequences of selling, avoid the whole, resetting your long-term gains to short-term, and just stay where you're at. If you want to stay in the company. Now, if you don't want to stay in it, you do whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you that, but I made no change in my AMC and APE balance. And for me, I still think that at some point that they will reach parity.
Yeah.
I didn't put a timeline on it. I don't know. I was expecting it out of the gate, but if it takes a few months, it might take a few months. So we'll see.
Well,
And if
can I
I'm
ask-
wrong, I'll say I'm officially wrong at the end of this year, December 31st.
Let's talk about that for a second. I want everybody let's get into a different scenario here. Okay. You see how Tony just said, hey man, if I say I'm wrong, I'll just admit I'm wrong. Okay. My thing is, a lot of people that's making videos, they're not doing that. They're not saying, hey man, if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I want to, retract what I said, this or that. No, they don't do that. They just go freaking forward and got everybody looking at them like, bro, what? Like, what happened to this thing you said last time? Oh, now you're retracting on what you said, and now you want to call people shills because they're calling you out. No, you should have just said, hey, I want to apologize for, it's a lot of people doing that. I'm sorry. I just want to salute those that's saying, hey, I made a mistake or I got something wrong. Thank you. Because that to me, that just means it just helps a lot. I'm just saying. So, just saying.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I have no problem saying I'm wrong, but I mean, it does pain me because I go I put a lot of effort into due diligence to make sure that I'm not wrong, but this obviously was going out on a limb a little bit because no one's ever really seen anything like AMC and APE. So I'm going off of the, you know, what we studied back in the like 20 BC, the law of arbitrage, that AMC and APE should at some point reach parity. But who knows? I mean, the market is a fickle little beast. So
Just
we'll
Mike
see.
said Phil's talking about Jay Powell.
Huh?
and Janet Yellen. He said Phil's talking about Jay Powell.
I'm just saying, just saying, you know, I don't know, man. It's I don't know why, man. I just feel like maybe what do you guys think about the rate hikes? Like, do you feel like he should have won 100 or is 75 okay?
I'd rather get the pain out now. I would have taken the 100. No, Tony Six just said.
No, I'm saying no to Sufjan's comment. Were we wrong about the GME stock split DD? Hell no, we fucking nailed it.
Hell no, we weren't.
We nailed it. We said exactly what would happen with the GME stock split. Massalorian, what was your question? I was answering Sufjan with my head.
Oh, I forget. I just chimed in on something. It wasn't a question.
The basis points. Did you guys?
Oh yeah, I would have rather gotten the pain out of the way. Yeah, I'd rather get the pain out of the way. Give me the
on Pal.
Point. Yeah, move on. Yeah, move on. Yeah, get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off already.
Yeah.
I think he's waiting for November 2nd to give us the 100 bases.
What, for election day?
That's your present.
That's when.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, right.
Let's pray that the October CPI and PPI data is not that bad. But if it's bad, yeah, you could see 100 points in
and then
November.
They're meeting again on December 14th also.
Right, that's the last one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's talk about this and get it out of the way. I mean, we briefly touched about it, but I want to get all of you guys on record. I think we already did. Danny, or is it Danny? Or I don't have
Danny.
my contacts in.
It's Danny.
Danny.
Yeah, Danny. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have my contacts in. So, what do you guys think of Trey's last AMC video? What I said is, I have no animus against Trey. It's very, very difficult to live stream in a bear market week when nothing is going up and all you can talk about is maybe spy put plays or QQQ puts. And people want to come in your chat and troll and shill and shit talk you. And if they're not there for that, they're there asking why the stock is not going up. Because we have cultivated a mentality and a group of people that only know how to look at one stock. And this is very emotionally and mentally damaging to the YouTubers and to you guys. So I want to encourage you to look around, understand what's going on in the world, the market, make some money on other plays. If you got dry powder, it'll help you sleep at night. And I say, let Trey have the break that he needs. And that's all I got to say about that. Who's next in line? Massalorian?
I think as soon as AMC starts running again, Trey will be talking about AMC. Just let it run 20%, or if we get a boom candle.
He said if it goes to 5,000 a share, he would not make a video though.
Trust me.
Don't you think he's a man of his word?
I
invited him here to the live stream tonight on good-natured terms, just a joke about this stuff, but he's probably just chilling with the beer watching us. So,
you know, I think that there's a lot of pressure. There's been a lot of pressure on Trey. Some people feel like that he led them into bag holding back at 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. And all of a sudden for him to step away right now seems like an abandonment, maybe. That's a possibility. I think he feels a lot of weight of pressure. I think he might have gone through some struggles with his health, leaving the army. Look, a million things have gone on in the last 18 months. And a lot of people that thought were going to make money when Trey did not. They did not make millions of dollars on call options back in June 18th. So I understand where he's coming from. And listen, there was a lot of pressure on him. And I don't want anyone to be unhealthy because of a stock play. So I say take the time that you need. Come back when we see a 5% candle, and I'm sure he'll be repping again.
My thing, I respect Trey. Before I got on YouTube, I saw him, and his excitement got me excited because I was like, yeah, I just bought a bunch of this stock. So who is talking about this? Oh, it's this guy named Trey Trades that talks fast. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool. As I'm looking at this, and I'm get off of work and I buy more attendees. So I do appreciate his motivation that he did for the community.
Yeah.
However, my question is, why only not talk about this particular ticker in particular, or at least drop in a video, something you can control, right? If it's just AMC, why not the rest of the tickers take a break? Is it, like what Tony says, is it, your mind, you got to kind of, you're burnt out from, watching the Spy and stuff like that. Sometimes you might have to just take a step back and just,
I'm going to share a thought on that. I think he has cultivated a different audience than we have. He's cultivated an audience of people who only want to talk about AMC. And if you mention anything that does not conform to the groupthink, then you are an outcast, a shill, a paid off hedgie. And that is just not factual. There are many of us who are bullish on the stock with, a wide variety of opinions about what is going on. And he unfortunately cultivated a narrow-minded audience. Nothing against his audience, but I want to see them broaden their mindset to survive this play for their own good. For their own good.
Just because someone goes and talks about, just because someone goes live and shows an AMC ticker does not mean that they need to sit there and watch that same ticker for 6 hours, right? However, is what's wrong with showing support for a ticker if you think it's going to be something, right? I don't see nothing wrong with that, especially if you got experience, you know what the market is like, you trade, you date, you this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? So if this is what you do and you're good and this is what it is, I'm inclined to believe you. I'm inclined to say, okay, yep, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. Now, for the rest of us who's like, we holding this stock, you know what I'm saying? This is not our profession. We're just happen just to see the mess that they spilled into the streets, right? So, my thing is many people are putting themselves in positions, to be the stock gurus when honestly, that's just not us. That's just not you, bro. I'm sorry. That ain't me. I say that all the time. Bro, I'm not a stock guru, man. I'm a music producer. I have a license for this. This is what I do, but I do hold the stock. I understand why I hold this stock, Can I make predictions on other plays? Possibly, but if I really tried, I wanted to. But I'll leave it up for Tony. Go ahead, Tony.
I'm also going to say directly to Trey. We have reached out to you to broaden your inputs to how you think about things, and I think that the people that he is collaborating with were too much in the groupthink. Also,
yeah. I think that hurt rather than help him.
It gets you in a very narrow focus, and you start questioning even yourself. Why am I always wrong about this? Why is this trend keep going down? I'm telling people it's a bullish wedge. It's a bullish falling wedge, but it keeps going down. Dude, the bullish falling wedge was unconfirmed months ago. It's not a bullish falling wedge anymore. Sorry. You got to broaden the people that you collab with, the people that you talk to. Trey, you're stuck with some bad actors. Might be good friends, but too much groupthink going on. I have a lot of people that I talk to in this community that completely disagree with my views. Couldn't be more different. Probably hate me sometimes, but we still all have the same goal. And I value all those different opinions, and I try to take all of them in so that I have a good perspective on what's going on. I think that maybe, just maybe, Trey was too narrow in his group of friends, and he didn't, we've reached out to him many times. For whatever reason, he wanted to focus on a certain set of people. So the door's always open, Trey.
Yep.
Gotta get out here, man. Gotta get your feet wet out here in these streets, man.
Yep. You get down dirty with the street people.
All right,
I'm just
Steven,
saying, man, you know.
do you have anything you want to say, Steven, real quick? And then we're going to move
on
on
the
to
Trey.
this next question.
No one can doubt the amount of work, good, bad, indifferent, whatever you agree with him or feel about him. You can't deny the work that Trey has done. He's literally put, 7 hours a day just answering basic stock market questions all day, every day. Like I said, regardless, you got to respect that. If anything, everyone's got an opinion right now. I do. In my personal life, I value mental health above all, and I feel that's slipping for him, right? And AMC is important. Your mental health is more important, and I'd say that to anybody, right? If you're struggling with something in your life, he said a lot of deep stuff on that video today. I don't know if you guys saw it, and
yeah.
You got to know when to unplug, man. Not go on to Twitch for another 8 hours, play video games, and talk about stocks. Like, you got to know when to unplug, and that's where he's struggling, right? So, I hope for the best for him. I want to see him back, and if he doesn't chooses to, we always remember him. So we press on. And another thing is this. Yeah, we all are skilled in some ways. Like, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Same with Trey. But at the end of the day, we're all just another ape. That's why I named my YouTube channel Just Another Ape. Trey's no different than us, guys. Like Tony said, his following, and I'll say it, they put him on a pedestal. They look to him for conviction on 99% of their trades, and that's the SPY, that's the options, that's the gamma and the speculation behind everything. And it comes in time, guys. The longer you're in the market, the clearer the picture becomes. So hats off to him and what he's done for this community.
Yeah, and just remember, guys, he has a different set of circumstances than most of us as far as his physical ailments. And I don't know what kind of toll that takes on him, but I know me, just with my back hurting a little bit, can get me in a mood where, I can't even get on camera. So I can't even imagine what he's going through. So keep that in the back of your mind. He's got some serious ailments, and we don't know what that kind of pain and emotional stress that puts on him. So,
but we all do know, anyone that live streams knows the emotional stress or anyone that just makes a video and has to read the comments. If you're not equipped to handle that, it can get to you. Even if you are equipped, it can get to you.
Yeah, there's a guy in the live right now who said that he says that he's talking about me. I'm a fake military vet. Well, let me answer your question, buddy, because I love to laugh. Actually, no, sir. My brother, let me educate you then. My brother is a retired military master sergeant, E8. So you definitely don't want to go to his house playing with him. Yeah. And
were you in the military, Phil?
I tried to go to the military, but unfortunately, I have a physical disability called scoliosis. They would not let me in because I have 2 rods in my spine most of my life.
All right. So to the commenter in the chat, asked and answered. Thank you.
There you go.
All right,
Boom.
Gus says, will the 4 of you continue to buy APE now that Adam Aaron filed the 8K? So I've already said in my Discord, my next buy-in, my last buy-in last week on APE was $3.45. My average on the additional apes that I bought is somewhere right now around $4.30. So I said that my next buy-in, if it fell to around $3, I would be looking at it. That was last week before I got this new news about the dilution. So I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to take a beat. Do they say that in music, Phil, or is that just in movies? I'm going to take a beat we're going to see how the market synthesizes this information. So I'm going to give it a few days, but yes, I will be buying more at some point. I'm going to have to wait and see how it plays out.
I'll be buying more too. You know, I've been waiting, just kind of just seeing what's going on. You know, I'm you know, just watching. That's why I'm watching the money, see how they're accessing the money, and then okay, all right, and see how the market reacts from what they're doing with the crypto stuff like that. Just watching them.
I'll also say for me, just to be perfectly blunt, this is not the only stock I'm buying, right?
Yeah.
How do I sleep? How do I sleep at night? I'm not in one play. I'm looking for a wide variety, risk balanced portfolio. And there are a ton of other stocks you could also be buying right now, companies which have a long history of positive earnings, which are getting beat the hell up in a bear market. So don't feel like you have to put all your money in one play if you're struggling sleeping at night. And just in general, I don't recommend that you have all your money in one or two plays ever. Sorry if that goes against the grain. I'm not here to make friends. I want to see you guys, no matter what stocks you're picking, I want to see you around 10 years from now. And if we're talking crypto or stocks, picking one or two is not risk balanced. You got to look around. So don't feel bad about that.
Absolutely.
But yes, I will be buying more. I spread my money out. And I sleep just fine.
For me, I'm going to continue to buy APE and AMC, but like Tony said, there's so many deals right now in the market if you know where to look. I'm not going to go through other stocks on this channel, but September, I believe, on average, is considered the worst month out of the year for the stock market. So I think buying anything right now most likely would be a good idea. I'll continue to buy APE and AMC. I usually buy them together. I right when APE came out, I started buying more APE, but now I'm starting to buy them together because, like Tony said, I believe there will be parity. There really is no difference between the preferred stock and the common. So that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, I would like to buy whichever one's cheaper because I still view APE as a discounted future share of AMC. Could be wrong. They may never convert it, but that's the working thesis I have.
Yeah.
Massalorian, did you weigh in on that?
Find out.
I did. I was just saying about the worst month. Usually it's August, but September's right behind. Right behind. Traditionally, historically.
Doc Zeno says the secret to sanity is to embrace insanity.
Exactly.
That
reverse psychology.
That and a good stiff drink, Doc Zeno. Doc
Zeno
knows what's up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get a lot of my beverage recommendations from Doc Zeno. In fact,
he is a doctor, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, he is a doctor. This was round one, the Founders Breakfast Stout. Can you imagine having this for breakfast? Doesn't this sound delicious? Breakfast Stout by Founders, double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout.
Ooh.
I love stout.
I don't even know why I didn't have that for breakfast, but no, I was working this morning.
That's what I'm drinking, a stout right now, Tony.
Very nice. Well, that was the last one. They only come in a 4-pack, so now we're on to the Woodford Double Oaked
whiskey, bourbon.
Yeah,
bourbon.
Yeah.
Yes.
San Diego Laundromats. He says mega cap stocks are on a major fire sale and start building your long term, and I agree with that. You know, I don't know if I've ever said it on live stream, but Costco is actually my number one holding. It's my favorite stock. Tell
us why. I know two of the reasons. Wait, how many reasons do you have? I
got 10,000 reasons.
Okay, number one, have you ever seen a short line at Costco? No.
Nope.
Number two, have you ever spent less than $200 at Costco? No. What else you got? $5
it's
hot
also
dog.
a hedge on energy with the gas prices.
Hedge on. Walk me through that.
Because
I love Costco, but
so pretty much whenever gas goes up, like it has been, it drives people to Costco because they get a 50 cent to $1 discount per gallon.
Yes. Yep.
So it's also like it acts like you can get what's it called, revenue from that. The corporation
Isn't it a lost leader though? The gas, or like pennies on the dollar?
it is, but people, they usually get gas and then they go into Costco. And then so it's just a 1-2 punch, and then
Yes.
the membership dues are always stay the same and they never change them. Sam's Club, the competitor, changes their all the time. They keep raising prices and they take losses on their food, but people keep paying the membership and they don't leave. They're loyal customers. All the employees are paid on the high end of the spectrum, so everyone's happy. They all do a good job, and they still have the $1 hot dog and everything. And it's just it's a bulk store. I'm sure you guys can get anything wholesale if you have a big family, but it's just here to stay and recession proof. I'll call it recession proof.
What's your buy-in target for Costco, Steven? Because I am a Costco member. I actually signed up because of the gas, because I got that freaking gasoline hog out in the driveway, and the Costco's right up the road. But we do shop there from time to time. It is a little more difficult for us to shop for 2 people at Costco. But what's your price target considering the direction the market's going right now?
Right now, since the market's so down, I mean, you're going to get a good deal on these kinds of stocks. I started buying
it's
it
at 480 right now.
Yeah, I started cost averaging into it when it was at 300, and the all-time high is 610.
Yep.
I would say anywhere in the 4 to 450 range is great. Even now, under 5 is good. When the market's green, it bounces quick. So it sounds expensive, 480 a share, but if you really pull the balance sheets, the income statements, and you dig into this company, it's worth the share price.
The PE ratio is 33. So I mean the 480 is irrelevant to me. It's price to earnings is really what matters, right?
I believe earnings per share is $13. That's how strong it is.
The PE ratio on Tesla, I mean, different industry, right? But just for comparison, is 65. So you're paying double the price for Tesla in terms of earnings versus Costco. Which one is more likely to be here in 10 years?
Costco.
Exactly. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know why I don't own it, to be honest. That's one of the ones that I'm going to be talking about that I'm looking to add on dips.
That's a good one too.
Home Depot. That's mine. Home Depot at 256 right now. It's down 26% over the last 6 months. Past year down 22%. Down from a high of 415. 266.58.
Mass, can Lowe's keep up? I believe that's their number 2 competitor, right?
Yeah. I honestly, I believe both of those stores are going nowhere. Both those companies are going nowhere. You cannot send sheetrock and 2x4s and 8x10s and 4x6s and electrical packages through the mail, through Amazon. You're always going to have, just like the big box stores, you're always going to need to have the big appliance, the big lumber, all that. So Lowe's and Home Depot for me are the 2. Those are the 2 right now that you can still make a ton of money on. They are really low right now.
If you're into Home Depot, at another time we'll talk floor and decor when you're busy. When you're
okay.
Not busy.
Yeah, floor and decor. They're opening all over the place around here.
That's my other one.
Okay.
PE ratio on Home Depot is 16, and just for comparison, to see if one is a relative bargain to the other, which I doubt. Haven't looked at this. Lowe's is 13. So relatively speaking, Lowe's would be a better bargain.
Okay.
I shop at both, so I don't have
too.
a preference.
Me too.
Yep.
Whichever one happens to be on my way I have a Home Depot closer, but if I'm out doing errands, I'll stop at whichever one. Phil, for real, thank you. We're going to probably wrap up. I'm going to wrap up because I promised Scarlett I would go with her at 10 o'clock my time to get rabbit food, meaning kale, romaine, mint, dill, all the freaking herbs and shit that she buys them. So, Mass, you and Steven are welcome to hang out, or you can just stay on and chat with the folks, Mass.
I
But,
can't get control of the chat though, right? We'll be able to get control of the chat.
I mean, you can read the chat.
yeah,
you
we'll be able to
can't-
get control of it though. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're good.
You never
I'm
know. I
good.
might come back. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
I
you
gotta go
can't
and
come
make some
if I'm
tendies.
if once I'm gone. Yeah, I control who comes on camera, so you won't be able to come back once you leave.
Well, at least I tried. But Tony, I'll be reaching out to you, and we'll definitely have a great conversation. Mass, respond to the emails.
I will. I got you.
And SuperSteven, just probably check me out. I'm pretty funny on my channel, pretty goofy. I think you'll like.
Nice to meet you.
I think you'll like the fanny pack song. Oh, and speaking of fanny packs, I ordered a Matt Kors fanny pack.
You did?
And a duffel,
For real?
and a
Seriously?
duffel bag. He has
Did
a
you-
I
duffel
gotta
bag.
see these.
Did
you
you
really?
have to pay for them? That is the question.
I paid for my shipping.
Okay.
So it didn't go in his pocket. However, he
Okay.
had this neon cowboy discount. I bought it live. So I'm waiting.
I heard that there might have been a little website snafu.
Really?
What's that?
Well, if you go there now, I wonder if it's still there. But as far as I know, it's on its way over here. I've been tracking the package and everything.
Oh, you got a tracking number?
Yeah.
Wow.
Son of a bitch.
I got it. I got that
All right.
motherfucker.
Yeah, can you live,
Anyway.
can you live stream when you open it? Do an opening?
Oh yeah, I was live when I was doing it. I was like,
All right,
"Yo,
okay.
it's a discount. Wait a minute!" And then I was like, "Bump it! I'm buying it, bro. I'm not. I bought. And then and when I get it, I'm gonna make a video."
Was this
Sorry.
the glitch where they were showing a $0 price, or did you actually pay for them with some discount coupon code?
It said 0,
Yes, I heard about that.
and then it was a discount. It said Neon Cowboy.
Oh man.
Pink
my-
cowboy.
I don't even want to know what the fuck that means, Neon Cowboy. Come on.
I don't know what it means, but it said Neon
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
I think we got a bar down on West 7th Street called Neon Cowboy.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let me try to track it real quick so I can hold on a second.
Yeah,
Let me
where
turn off
is
my
it?
camera. Let you guys do your thing. I'm gonna be in the background. Thank you for having me on. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
See you, Phil.
Thanks, Phil. Have a good night, man. Yeah,
We've been to a country western saloon that was called the Electric Cowboy. Not sure what a Neon Cowboy.
I'm gonna look in Home
Discount is.
Depot, Mass. I like Home Depot, man.
honestly, I've been hearing about it because my roommate is, a manager there. So he's constantly he gets 20% off on all of his stock.
20%.
Yeah, which is
Incredible.
nice. So I've been, as soon as I heard that, when I saw the numbers, I'm like, well, we need to talk about that because it looks like you are looking for. I mean, there's no way that Lowe's and Home Depot going anywhere anytime soon. So
No.
I feel like they have the same legitimacy, like you said, as a Costco
Yeah.
or any one of those box stores, Sam's Club, any one of them. I think they're good long-term bets and they are recession proof.
You know what Home Depot has a huge advantage on is sheds. If you go to buy a shed, like
Yeah.
you put it in your backyard, they're hard to
Yeah.
find. But you
They're
got to
very
go to Home
true.
Depot, and they got them for like $2,000, which is affordable for a shed.
It's funny. They stay up in New England. We have a lot of local shed places. I think for some reason, like I don't know why, but it seems like maybe there are more than maybe the rest of the country. But yeah, absolutely. They got sheds, trailers. I mean, snow blowers. You name it. You can get anything that you need there that they can't ship you from Amazon. That's where you have to go to get it. So that's why I feel like they're never going anywhere.
No, definitely. It's a long-termer.
Yep.
Pam said, I saw a comment popped up from Pam that said Pearl was good, but not as scary as X.
Huh.
Pearl was great.
Pearl was great. All right, I gotta watch Pearl. I'm
I'm gonna see if I
Come
can
on.
talk Scarlett into it tomorrow. I think she's got 3 days off now. So
Tony,
God
all
bless her. God bless her for letting me come on live tonight after
Thank you, Scarlett.
already
Thank
doing 2 videos today.
That's right.
What do you think of Barbarian? Was it too much or Or was it?
Barbarian? Is that the one where they go down in the cellar?
Yeah.
Yeah. I recommended Barbarian. It's kind of a goofy horror movie.
Yep.
It's not like it's not the scariest movie, but it had a funny plot line and it did have some jump scares in it. I liked it.
All right, cool.
You know that movie Smile that's coming out? I jumped like 3 times every time that trailer comes on in AMC. That movie looks scary. Smile.
Oh no,
I don't know if I've seen the trailer for that one.
Yeah.
It's it's a horror. I mean, the horror movies are coming out. They're going all in. They got Smile, Halloween Ends, this exorcism movie, Prey on the Devil, which is going to be really scary. They got like about 2 more behind it. So
Nice.
there's going to be a lot for Halloween.
All right. Listen, I'll take all the movies I can get. Let's run horror movies, nice and cheap budgets. That means that the profits will be good.
Has anybody seen The Invitation?
I saw it. Yeah.
Go.
Go or
Was it
don't
good?
go?
The Scarlet Like Vampires,
Yeah.
then go.
All right. Her tastes are much less picky than mine.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are funny. Guys are funny. Tony, are you gonna possibly go live tomorrow, or you can do your thing in the morning? All right. I like the way you do that. Yep, it just depends.
I always wake up, I check pre-market, I watch the news. If I decide one day that I'm going to go on live and show you guys shorting some stocks,
Whoa.
maybe I'll come on live. But I mean, what value can I add chasing some iffy penny stocks that may or may not run up? Do I really want to spend my live stream talking people into a penny stock because I'm covering it and then watch it rug pull right under my eyes? No, I don't really want to do that. I'll let the other guy do that. And good luck to you if you're in that play. But not everybody has the ability to day trade those stocks on a moment's notice. So if it was a green week, I might feel differently about that play. But you got this 5-ton weight of the market pulling on everything. So for me, just everything's riskier than normal right now.
Yep.
Yep.
And a lot of these companies, Tony, they don't have the cash on hand right now to really, they don't have a lot of resources. It's just a kind of a dead time of year right before the holidays. So
the companies that people are pumping right now,
well, those are just in their own world.
Yeah. I mean, nothing against them, right? I've said many times, if retail gets behind a play, no matter how silly it is, you can squeeze a play. Nothing against them. I just am a little more cautious when it's a overbearing red week. So for me right now, I'm preaching survive. Yeah. If you have the ability, the experience, and the emotional control to jump in and out of those plays, do it.
Yep.
Don't bag hold them when they turn though. Right. That's where people lose.
Yeah.
They see it go down. They see it go down, or they accidentally bought at the top and it comes down and they hesitate, and then it's down 50%. And they're like, well, may as well average down.
Selling's the hard part.
Yeah. If you guys can do it and you know what you're doing, knock yourself out. But there's too many new people watching this stuff, trusting us for me to push those plays in a red week.
Yeah.
So Mickey in the chat says, someone give me hopium for AMC.
The fact that we're all on right now is all the hopium you need to know. We're all still holding.
Hey, we're about as, I mean, I jokingly say this, right? We're about as Debbie Downer as you can get. In terms of, we talk facts, we don't talk clickbait dates and ridiculous due diligence, because we pull one sentence out of a 40-page document that has a buzzword.
All right, guys.
Yep.
I am going to sign off here.
Me too.
Be good to one another. Be nice. Yep. Everybody's going through emotional struggles right now.
Thank you,
everybody.
There's a lot
of trolls. There's a lot of shills. Be good to one another.
Yes.
Love your neighbors. And as Tindy Time says, do a good deed.
Do it a good deed. That's right. That's right.
Have a good night.
Thank
Love
you.
you guys. Thank
Thank
you
you,
to the
mods.
mods. Thank you to the channel members that help us all pay the bills.
Donators. Yeah,
Exactly.
all you guys.
We love you.
Thank you.
And
Good night,
everyone
good
who
night.
had your questions, catch us on the next one or catch me in a live stream during the week. And it'll be a little bit less hectic and we'll get to your questions. Or drop a comment in the videos
There you
once
go.
we end this and we'll get to it then.
Aloha, Susan. Good night, guys.
Thank you, guys.
You guys.
Night, night.